During the prolonged
Think about the desert and you probably think of heat, sand, and endless sun. But this past weekend, the United Arab Emirates saw something completely different. Unprecedented torrential rains hammered the region, turning city streets into rivers and bringing daily life in places like Dubai and Sharjah to a grinding halt. For the people living there, this wasn't just a heavy storm. It was a frightening reminder of the historic flood crisis that paralyzed the country back in 2024. This rare winter system didn't hold back. We saw hours of intense thunderstorms and relentless rain that completely transformed the landscape. Highways that are usually bone dry were suddenly under several feet of water. In the heart of Dubai, the night sky was lit up by constant lightning, with thunder echoing off the skyscrapers in a scene that felt more like a movie than reality. But the biggest headline was at the airport. Aviation is the heartbeat of the UAE's economy, and the storm hit it hard. Emirates Airlines, one of the largest carriers on the planet, was forced to scrap at least 13 flights due to the dangerous conditions. This created a massive domino effect, leaving thousands of travelers stranded and departure boards filled with delays. And it wasn't just one airline. The entire transportation hub, which usually runs like clockwork, was struggling to keep up with the sheer volume of water falling from the sky. Over at Sharjah Airport, it was the same story. The combination of heavy rain and high winds made takeoffs and landings incredibly risky, leading to a wave of cancellations and delays. A spokesperson for Dubai Airports confirmed that the weather was hitting operations hard. You have to feel for the ground crews. They've been working around the clock in slippery, low-visibility conditions just to keep the few scheduled flights moving. But as chaotic as the airports were, the situation on the roads was even more intense. In Sharjah, a major commercial highway that connects residential areas to the industrial heart of the city was completely submerged. We've seen some incredible footage of residents having to wade through waist-deep water just to cross the street. In Dubai, the city went into full-on crisis mode. They deployed a massive fleet of water-pumping trucks and emergency teams to the hardest-hit areas. Their main focus has been the major highways and densely populated neighborhoods where the water collected so fast that hundreds of cars were simply abandoned after their engines stalled. The real problem is that these desert cities just aren't built for this volume of water. Even with the city's best efforts, the sheer intensity of the rain overwhelmed the drainage systems in a matter of minutes. What's frustrating is that the warnings were there. Leading up to the storm, the Dubai police were all over social media, pleading with people to stay home and only go out if it was an absolute emergency. The National Center of Meteorology had also issued high-level alerts for Dubai and Abu Dhabi, predicting exactly what we're seeing now: a desert nation temporarily paralyzed by a winter storm. Even with all the preparation, the intensity of this rain simply outpaced what the local infrastructure could handle. This isn't just about one bad weekend. It's a spotlight on the massive challenge these desert cities face as extreme weather patterns become the new normal. For a lot of people in Dubai, this felt like a bad case of déjà vu. It's impossible to see these flooded streets and not think back to the disaster in April 2024. That was a record-breaking event, the heaviest rainfall in 76 years. It was a true crisis that left 4 people dead, paralyzed the city for days, and forced airlines to scrap over 2,000 flights. That 2024 storm left a mark on the city's psyche, and you could feel that tension as the waters rose again this week. During the worst of this current storm, daily life across the UAE just stopped. In Dubai, several bus routes had to be pulled because the roads weren't safe, and even the coastal ferries were docked to avoid the massive waves and high winds. Government agencies didn't take any chances this time. They moved everyone to remote work to keep people off the dangerous roads. Schools were closed, and popular outdoor spots and parks were shut down to prevent accidents on the slick, flooded surfaces. Through it all, emergency teams have been on high alert, working non-stop to rescue stranded drivers and pump water out of flooded homes. The good news? Dubai International Airport is slowly starting to find its rhythm again. Operations are resuming, but it's still a bit of a mess. If you're traveling, the advice is the same. Check your flight status before you even think about leaving for the airport. The weather domino effect is real, and it's going to take a few days for everything to get back to normal. Right now, airport officials are staying hyper-focused on one thing: passenger safety. They're working around the clock to stabilize operations, but they aren't taking any chances. They've made it clear that they won't fully ramp back up until they are 100% certain the conditions are safe for every takeoff and landing. But this isn't just a city story. Beyond the skyscrapers of Dubai and Sharjah, the impact is even more severe. We're seeing reports of building collapses and flash floods in more rural areas where the ground is simply too saturated to absorb any more water. In places like Ras Al Khaimah and Fujairah, the saturated soil combined with high winds has created a dangerous situation for anyone living in older structures or near mountain valleys. The danger extends to the coastline, too. The sea is extremely rough right now, forcing all small boats and marine activities to a total standstill. Local authorities are being very direct. Stay away from the beaches and avoid any boating or outdoor recreation until the water calms down. Even though the heaviest rain has started to let up, we aren't in the clear yet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are still in the forecast, and as we've seen, things can change in an instant. One of the biggest warnings from emergency teams right now is about hidden hazards. Don't be fooled by shallow water on the road. Even a few inches of flooding can hide open drains, sharp debris, or uneven surfaces that can cause a serious accident in a heartbeat. Emergency responders, from the police to transport agencies, are still operating 24/7. They are doing everything they can to protect lives, minimize the damage, and get these cities back to normal as quickly as possible. This storm has been a massive test for the UAE, and the recovery is only just beginning. If you found this update helpful, please hit the like button, share with friends, and subscribe for more weather news. Stay safe out there.